After all this time, it feels like it's been an eternity. But I'm finally back with a video. Between actively developing Penultimate, trying to change over to new editing software, and all my other responsibilities, it took me way longer than I wanted, but I'm here now, eager to tell you more. Right now, specifically about magic. The ether, or some say mana, is everywhere, in and around everything. Yet not everyone can harness it to quote-unquote cast spells. Why is that? The short answer is that the magic of this world is alive, and whether or not it shapes the world however you desire depends on how convincing you are. Let me explain. Whatever name you personally give it, it is a sort of entity. It holds all the power, and the best you can hope for is to catch its attention. When it happens, it usually is through some life-changing event, or sometimes one person in particular is just weird or fascinating enough compared to their surroundings to do the trick. From that moment on, they may try to persuade, guide, or if bold enough, command it to do what they want. The takeaway is that magic can take interest. It can like and dislike things, albeit seemingly entirely detached from anyone's morals and values. The one thing that was found to be consistent is that it likes fancy things. This is why you'll see wizards and bards alike often dressed in finely detailed, extravagant clothing. Sticking out and looking interesting helps. So, if you got magic on your side, can you just freely shape reality around you? Yes and no. Magic doesn't have limits, and it doesn't tire out, but you do. However you do it, communicating with magic takes focus, and you only have so much focus before you need to rest. What you need to do for anything magical to happen is to communicate what you want in whatever way possible and hope that the magic understands. The most straightforward way is shouting it out, though that also makes it terribly obvious to everyone else what you're trying to accomplish. So many wizards often try to mask it by establishing spell phrases. Using gestures or gear also works, so a bard may play a beautiful melody to assist their effort, or a spatial mage might use mostly hand gestures to remotely manipulate the world around them. Everyone needs to learn how to talk in their own way. But what does this mean in practice? As a straightforward yet violent example, let's say you are an elemental mage and you want to magically set that guy over there on fire. You need to communicate at least two crucial things using words, gestures, gear, or whatever you have at your disposal. 1. You want fire, and 2. You want the fire to be on that guy. Did you manage to communicate both? Great, the guy will be set on fire. If you didn't, it's important to note where your communication failed. If you fail to communicate that you want fire, you just won't have fire. If you fail to communicate the location, you will get fire, yes, but probably not where you want. This makes any and all interactions with magic risky, and every added complexity to your desired outcome means another way it could fail or backfire. As I alluded to earlier, trying to work with magic with all the expected dramaticism would likely make you a priority target in a combat scenario. However, a masterful mage might not want to or need to use all these crutches if the Aether is already familiar enough with them. And there are individuals who can change the world around them with as little as a stern glance. They are in most likelihood to be avoided at any cost, but it may already be too late once you realize it. As for what all kinds of magics there are and how this really works mechanically, I will upload a part 2 of this video in due time. Before then, I will actually flesh out and discuss magic in the penultimate Discord server, starting with the upload of this one. So, now. This video was a little bit different, as you may have noticed. Not only did I change the visuals, but I also, for the first time, leaned into the actual setting and world building behind the game system. I hope you liked it, but let me know. Also, do you know how many times I've said communicate? Probably way too many. Anyway, I'll see you next time.